I think to be somewhere that you have never been and somewhere that other people haven't been is really special, and I think it shows where we came from and how our world was before we were here. My name's Jade Hameister, and when I was 14 I became the youngest person to ski to the North Pole. This trek took us 11 days, 150 kilometres. We were skiing for about 8 hours a day on cross-country skis, pulling sleds behind us, and then we'd sleep in tents. It's 24-hour daylight out there, so we had to deal with that as well. We didn't see polar bears, we saw polar bear tracks, which was kind of a relief, as much as it would have been cool. The thing that stood out for me the most was the environment, because it was crazy. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before, and it was so surreal. It kind of felt like you were on another planet. There's no physical pole because it keeps drifting on the sea ice. You have to use the GPS to actually find the pole, and when you first get there it doesn't really feel like the pole until you look at the GPS, because it's white. And once we got to the pole, say 5 minutes later, we weren't even at the pole anymore because we drifted. I think when we made it to the pole, that was one of my favourite moments on the whole trip, because it felt like everything had just come together, and it was the wrap up of the journey, and it was like I was going to remember that for the rest of my life. I think exploring new places and discovering new things can be pretty special. I don't think you can force yourself to be passionate about adventure or exploration. You kind of already have to have that love, and you have a dream or a goal, you should just give it a go. Well, I definitely hope that in completing this journey I inspire many young people especially, and I hope that I inspire them to dream big, and if they have a dream, chase it. And I think if I could inspire them to look up from their phones and see the beautiful world around us, that would be pretty special.